Hello everyone, welcome to my channel CodeView. In this video lecture, we will learn how to write code for the binary search algorithm using recursion. Before watching this video, if you have not watched video on part 01 of the binary search algorithm, I would strongly recommend to watch it first because in the part 01 I have explained recursive version of binary search algorithm in detail. So it will be very helpful if you watch the video on part 01 of the binary search algorithm. I have provided link to the same in the video description. Before moving on to the coding, I would like to share important points on the binary search algorithm, and they are: binary search is an efficient search algorithm to find target value in sorted sequence of elements, and sorted input is the prerequisite for the binary search algorithm to work. Binary search algorithm repeatedly divide the search interval into half until target is found or no more intervals are left. Again, I am saying all these points are already discussed in the video on part 1 of the binary search algorithm. If you have not watched it, please go ahead and watch the same. Link to the same is provided in the video description. Now let's get started with the code. We will write code for the binary search algorithm in the programming language C. So first let's include all the necessary headers. stdio.io.h. Now we are writing code for the program for the binary search algorithm using recursion. Now we'll write a function for binary search algorithm. Binary search is a function and it must take some parameters, and the first parameter is array of integers, and this array of integers is going to be in sorted order. Remember, we have discussed the key points about binary search algorithm, and there we discussed that sorted input is the prerequisite for binary search algorithm to work. So this array must be in the sorted order. And next parameter is L. L is the starting index of the current search interval. And next parameter is R. R will be the ending index of current search interval. And the last parameter is K. K is the value that we want to find in the array in between the search intervals L and R. I repeat, K is the value that we want to find in this array in between the search intervals L and R. Let me explain you the parameters once again. The first parameter is array of integers, and this array of integers must be in sorted order. Next parameter is L. L is the starting index of the current search interval. Next parameter is R. R will be the ending index of current search interval. And next is K. K is the value that we want to find in the array in between the search intervals L and R. And if you have noticed, it is binary search function is returning an integer value, so it will return integer value either -1 or the index of the element where k is present. That is, if k is present, it will return its index, and if k is not present, it will return -1. And the first thing to do is check whether this current interval is valid or not, and to do so we'll write termination condition for the recursion, and that is if R is less than L, that means the length of the current search interval is empty in this case, and we'll come here only if we have not found k in the array. So this is the termination condition for the recursive algorithm, and when this condition meets, that means value k is not present in the array. So in this case we will return -1. If this condition doesn't meet, that means the current search interval is valid, then the first thing to do is find the mid of this interval. To find the mid, simply use this formula L plus r minus l divided by 2. This will give you the mid of current search interval. Or you can also use something like l plus r divided by 2. The reason I am using this instead of this value formula is because this formula can avoid integer overflows, because here if you observe these two formulas, here first we are adding these two L and R, and after adding we are dividing it by 2 to find the mid value, which is not in this case. So it is best practice to use this formula instead of this, because this formula can avoid integer overflows. Once we have a mid, next thing is check whether k is present at array of mid or not. So to do so, compare k with array of mid. Is k present at the array of mid? If so, then we have found the index where k is present, and in this case mid is the index. Right? And if k is not present at array of mid, in that case we will divide the search interval into half, and to go to the left side we will compare k with array of mid again. Compare k with array of mid. What this is doing, it is checking whether k is less than array of mid. If it is less than array of mid, that means k will be less than all the elements which are present after array of mid. So in this case we will completely ignore right half of the part, and we can directly consider only left half of the part as the next search interval. So in this case we will make recursive call in the left half, return binary search array, and we are moving to the left side. So L will remain same and R will be mid minus 1. That is from mid to R, that interval is, that is right half of the part is ignored here, and k is the key. And if k is not less than array of mid, that means k is greater than array of mid. If k is greater than array of mid, that means k will be greater than all the elements which are present before array of mid. So in this case we will ignore left half of the part and will move to the right half of the part. So when we are moving to the left half of the part, we are changing its starting index, and the starting index will be mid plus 1, ending index will remain same, and k is the key. Yeah, that's it. This is the simple binary search algorithm implementation. Let me put some comments here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Check if k is present at mid. If so, return index. Here what we are doing, we are moved to the left half of the current search interval. Here we are moving to the right half of the current search interval. And here we are finding mid. Here we are checking for invalid intervals. Okay, now we'll go through the code once again. This is the binary search function which is taking 4 parameters, and first parameter is the rf integer which must be in sorted order. Next parameter is the starting index of current search interval, R is the ending index of the current search interval, K is the value that we want to find in the array into the search intervals L and R. And the first thing to do is check whether current search interval is valid or not, that is whether it is empty. If it is empty, then return -1, because k will not present in the empty interval. So that is this if condition is checking for that. This is checking whether current interval is empty. If it is empty, return -1. So this is going to be our termination condition for the recursive calls. And once the interval is valid, we go ahead and find the mid of it. After finding mid, we will check whether k is present at array of mid. This is the if condition checking whether k is present at array of mid. If k is present at array of mid, that means mid is the index where k is present. So in this case, we will return mid. If it is not present at mid, we will either go to the left half or right half of the current search interval. To go to the left half, compare k with the array of mid again, and if k is less than array of mid, that means k may lie in the left half of the search interval. So we are moving to the left half of the current search interval. If k is greater than array of mid, that means k may present in the right half of the current search interval. So from here we are going to the right half of the current search interval. That's it. How simple the code for the binary cell algorithm is. Now let's try to run it. Oh, before running we must have main function, right? So I'm writing main function. Right, let's take array of integers as input. Let's say array is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. If you can observe, I am taking the sorted array. Now let's take index as, let's call binary search function. Let's give this as an input, and starting index would be initially whole array, so it will be 0, and index would be size of array divided by size of int. It will give us the length of the current array -1. So this is the ending index of current search interval. And let's say we want to find k. Let's say k is 3. Now let's print its index, %d. So let's print index simply. Yes, we have main function. We are taking this array as input, and this array is in sorted order, and we are passing it to the binary search function with k is equal to 3. Now let's try to compile and run it. gcc -o binary search. This is the output file. Yes, the program is compiled successfully. We must see there is some binary file. So this is our output file. Let's run it. So you can see 3 is present at index 2. This 0 1 and 2. That means our binary search algorithm function is working properly. Let's take one more example. Let's take k is equal to 9, and let's see what is its index is. Compile once again, compile successfully, run it. So it is saying 9 is present at index 8, and in this case it is. Now let's take some random value. Let's say 96, and let's see what our algorithm returns. Compile file. So it says 96 is not present in this array. Let's take 0 once again, and let's try to compile it. Compile successfully, run it. Again it says 0 is also not present in this array. Let's take one more value. Let's take 5 in this case. Let's compile it once again. Compile successfully, run it. It says 5 is present at index 4. You can see 0 1 2 3 4. That means the function we have written for the binary search algorithm is working properly. So this is how binary search algorithm works. Let me explain you this function one more time. So this is the function which is taking 4 parameters. First parameter is the array of integers, and this array of integers must be sorted in order, because this is the prerequisite for the binary search algorithm to work. So this array must be sorted. Next parameter is L. L is the starting index of the current search interval. R is the ending index of the current search interval, and K is the value that we want to find in this array in between the interval L and R. And it is returning integer value, If value present, it will return positive integer, and if it is not present, it will return -1. So this condition is checking for invalid intervals. If it is invalid, we'll return -1. If it is valid, we'll find mid. After finding mid, we'll check whether k is present at area of mid or not. If it is present, then mid is going to be index where k is present. And if k is not present, we'll go to either left half or to the right half depending on the condition, and that condition is compare k with the area of mid again, and if k is less than area of mid, go to the left half, and if k is not less than area of mid, go to the right half. So this is the code for binary search algorithm. In the next videos of the series, I will write code for the binary search algorithm using iterative method. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share the video if you find this tutorial helpful. Do comment on it if you want to share something on the video. Subscribe to my channel to never miss an update from us, and do not forget to click on the bell icon.